Aloha, everyone. Jody Mountain here with Lineage of Light and coming to you with the next installment of Tuning into Wellbeing. It's been a while since I've been able to make a video because I've been tuning into my own well-being. I've been through quite a ride with a bunch of different anomalies happening in my body, including COVID and a stomach flu and on and on and on. Lots of opportunities to listen. So finally, I'm here offering segment 2 of that series. And so I think last time I asked you guys to tune into how you're spending your time, how you're spending your any time where you're at choice. So, potentially some of us have to show up to work and some of us have to be there to make breakfast for our kids or dinner. And so there are things that we participate in life that are necessary for us to show up to, but sometimes we have space. So we have space maybe after work, or we have space before bed, or we have a little space in the morning. And what I was asking you to do is tune into how you are using that space, not necessarily to change anything, but do you notice that you are, for instance, spending the evenings just glued to the TV or the watching a movie every night? Or do you find that you're really too tired in the morning to get up and do anything before you just hurry up and get to work? Just to notice and not to make anything wrong, right or wrong. Just be, hey, this is my life. This is actually consciously, I'm going to notice, what am I choosing, or what do I feel that I have to do in these free moments. It's possible that just from noticing what you're doing, that you can feel into the space around it, feel into whether you would rather be doing something else. Would you rather be going for a walk, or would you rather be having a warm bath instead of watching a movie, or, things like that. Maybe you've been already making some shifts and changes. I don't know. But what I wanted to offer is that one of the reasons we observe the activity, the way we're using our time and energy, is all your mana. You are cultivating mana in the things that you do, and a lot of mana in the things that you do repetitively over and over and over again. So you are building energy or building life force. And if you are in a repetitive mode where you're only doing the one thing, you're building energy and life force in that area. So in other words, this is how habits form. If we are used to watching the TV every night, then we're more likely to watch the TV every night. It becomes kind of like an embedded pathway in our system. And that's how we discover that we can feel relaxed, and that's how we discover we can let our mind go. So there are always benefits to what we choose, but the question is, are they the optimum benefits for us? And if you're feeling an energy deficit in your life or a lack of well-being, is there something that you can do, some shift that you can make to adjust that? I'm going to suggest, first of all, that almost any shift you make to break a habit that you find you're just doing by rote, you're just doing over and over and over and over again, is going to be a benefit. Hopefully you will break that pattern doing something that is productive and helpful for you, not by, doing something more destructive for yourself. So that is definitely something to consider when you start to shift your patterning. So so just recognize that what you're doing, how your embodiment moves through the world, how your attention moves to different things, that's actually your mana, your life force energy. And you are, that famous phrase, energy flows where attention goes. Exactly that. You are cultivating an energetic signature in your life, or an energetic pattern as you pay attention to different things. So the next little bit of tuning into well-being could be to find some time to sit with your body, to sit quietly with your system, and to ask, what is the next step for my optimum well-being? What is the next step? Instead of us coming up with it in our minds, right, we could very easily conceptualize and logic out what we're doing, and well, instead of lying in bed, I need to get up and go for a walk. That just makes sense, right? I need to move my body. But, you know, coming from that logical brainiac place can certainly be helpful. We have minds for a reason, and they're full of good ideas sometimes. But for this paradigm, I'd like you to tune into the wisdom of your body. And one of the best ways I've found, which I might have mentioned in a previous video, is to ask the question before you go to bed at night. So just before you go to bed, just sit quietly with your body and just feel what is. So if you just feeling, could do it lying down if you want, sitting up. If you just feel, oh, there's this kind of achiness, there's this kind of, my breath is only going to here. Again, don't make anything right or wrong. Just feel what's true. That's what we want to get to. What is true? Because we can't really change from a lie. Oh, no, I'm doing really well. But meanwhile, I'm just breathing up here. Maybe you are doing well, but that is not the most optimum place to breathe. You want to expand and give energy and life to your organs. So you want to breathe into your belly. Nevertheless, whatever it is, we want to be with the truth of what is. So my head feels a bit heavy. My eyes feel a bit strained. I feel like I'm breathing in a very shallow place, or there's a weird taste in my mouth. There's a metallic taste, or just what's true. And again, don't make it wrong. Just be like, okay, this is me right now. And then once you've tuned in, ask your body, ask the life in your body that is alive. It's awake. It's listening to you. And much more productive in this paradigm, I find, to listen to the body than to talk to the body. I need you to get better. I need you to feel like this. Meanwhile, the body's speaking for a reason. It's speaking to offer us something about our own healing, and about our own forward movement, and about our own evolution. So I recommend listening. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place to logic out things. There's a time and a place to speak to our bodies. But, you know, I think where as a culture, we are more or less lacking is in the listening. We're so eager to take charge with our conceptual mind that we miss the actual speaking, the living speaking that the body's doing. So what I recommend is that you do this before bed, and you tune in, you just feel, you go, huh? And then you say, what would be the next step in my optimum well-being? Can you tell me? I'm listening, I'm here. And then just go to sleep. And you might have a dream, you might wake up with a song in your head, you might wake up with a feeling to just go for a walk. You might wake up with a feeling to like do a little, put on a little music and dance around. You might wake up with a feeling that to eat something that you haven't eaten in a while, or a way that you haven't eaten. So as you set that intention to listen, you set up the question. When you wake up in the morning, you stay in that open and receptive state, you're not really trying to impose anything. You're just listening. And the beauty of that question can be that you're just asking for the next step. Because so many times when we want well-being, we just want to be well. I want to be fit. I want to be 10 pounds lighter. I want to be alert. I want no more brain fog. I want to feel energized throughout the day. I want to have more friends, or I want a partner, or this is all my well-being, I think. But it's really hard to go from whatever state we perceive ourselves into the whole enchilada, to the whole picture. Okay, I want everything and I want it right now. But the body knows and your system knows it's a pathway. It's one step. This is how we get to the other side of the garden. This is how we get down the street. We put one step in front of the other step, and then we eventually arrive at our destination. And then, of course, there's always another destination. There's always more well-being to be had, or well-being in a different category or area of our lives. So when we ask, what is the next step? Hopefully, and if we can keep asking that question, as we take these baby steps to, oh, I just feel like eating a piece of fruit this morning. I don't feel like eating eggs and bacon. Just do it and see how you feel. And that's the key. So the proof will be in the pudding. If you feel well in each little step, then you're the pudding. So you will be encouraged to keep, as that becomes more of a cultivated activity and attention, hopefully the whole listening thing will become a cultivated attention, that you operate more naturally that way. So that is the next little nugget of possibility for tuning into your well-being. And I'd love to know how you're doing. I'd love to know what your body comes up with, if you end up hearing it. And you might have to listen for a few nights with that question. So if you really wake up the next morning and you just, I feel exactly the same. I feel exhausted. I don't feel anything new popping in, no dreams, no song in my head, no nothing. Just do it again and again and again, and keep reassuring your body that you're here and you're listening and you're ready to receive what its wisdom is about the next step to well-being. It really has I believe it has all the answers. It has more answers than anybody outside is going to be able to offer you. And it also might say, wow, I need to get a massage. I haven't had a massage for a really long time. That's just how I feel. I feel extra exhausted, and I just have this idea that massage is going to help me. Then that's your answer. Go get a massage. So that's the last step in this whole process, is you not only listen, but then you follow that directive. You obey the body's directive. You make the commitment to act, because sometimes we can just go, I should go get a massage. Nah, I can't afford it. I don't know. I don't have any time. Don't do that. Try your best to make now whatever the body says, make that a priority, and you will reap the benefits. I can almost guarantee. If you listen and you follow and you say yes, that life force will then go, oh, he is listening. I'm going to speak more. It's going to come alive. It's going to come up to the surface for you. Okay. So check it out and let's see how let's do the big experiment. I wish you tons of well-being. I am doing a retreat with the links below coming up in June in Switzerland, and hopefully have yet to plan a few more on Maui this year, but there will be. This is 2022 for anyone who's listening in later times. So you can check my website for scheduling if you'd like to attend a workshop. And you can also check my online school. There are a few video courses and things. If you like the sounds of this work, you can tune into those programs as you wish. They range from free up to, I don't know, I think $150 or something. So not so expensive. Okay, guys. Wishing you much aloha, and thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whatever it is there. Aloha.